What is up, everybody? I'm Jared, and I will be going over my core four of MLB picks on PrizePicks today. If you're new here, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. That way we know that you're following along. Also helps you to get notified when these shows are posted. If you're not currently playing on PrizePicks, if you sign up there using promo code WINDAILY, you'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100. We're also going to go ahead and throw in a free 60-day trial period of WinDaily Gold. That is a $100 value, get you access to all of our daily articles across all the major sports. It also gets you access to our Discord group where we're constantly talking about both DFS and PrizePicks. So go ahead and join PrizePicks today using promo code WINDAILY if you're not currently playing on there. So it is Saturday. We have a full day of baseball. Every single team is playing. Let's go ahead and jump in and try to go 4-0 today. So the first one that we are going to go with today is going to be Yordan Alvarez. He is probably my favorite hitter in the game. Let's go ahead and see what his prop is. So his number today is going to be, we're going to go with the 1.5 total bases. So he gets a great matchup tonight against Johnny Cueto, otherwise known as Johnny Two Shakes in our Discord group. With Alvarez, you have to consider him a top 5 hitter in the game at this point. All he does is rake. Signed a pretty nice contract earlier in the season. Over the past 30 days, he has just been crushing righties. He has a massive 495 WOBA against him. So he is just getting on base the majority of the time when he's facing righties. He's also shown some pretty nice power numbers against them, too. He's got a 278 ISO against righties over the last month and a 61% hard hit rate. Just about all the contact that he's getting against righties is a hard hit ball, and that's just phenomenal. Also, he's barely K'ing against them. His K rate is less than 10% against righties. So we know that when he's up, he's going to put the bat on the ball, and more than likely it's going to be pretty hard hit. He's coming into this game really hot. He's failed to get a hit just 3 times in the month of June. Today's June 18th. He's also had multiple hits 8 times in June, and he's had at least 2 bases 10 times in June. So this is just a great number for him. Great spot against Johnny Cueto. So we're going to go with the over on this 1.5 total bases. The next one that we are going to go with is going to be Kyle Schwarber and his 7.5 hitter fantasy score. He gets a nice matchup against Josiah Gray today. Gray's numbers over the last 30 days have been better, but a lot of that has been due to some of the matchups that he's had. He's faced the Marlins a couple times. He's also faced the Reds. So I'm going to go with more of a full picture of what he's done so far. Lefties really give him a headache. They have a 600 slugging percentage against him, and Schwarber's really one of the most powerful lefties in the league. Over the last 30 days, Schwarber's been really good. He's got an ISO over 300 against righties. Josiah Gray is going to throw a bunch of curveballs to Schwarber today. Now, Schwarber does have a high whiff rate against this, but when he makes contact, it's almost always hard hit, and he's got a near 450 ISO against the pitch. So if Gray hangs one against him today, it's going to be a homer. So if you're playing any home run contest, really love Schwarber for a home run today. Our model currently has Schwarber at 11. So I'm going to go with the over on this one because there's definitely some value in that 7.5 fantasy score. The next one that we are going to go with is going to be Jake Cronenworth. And he is just red hot right now. He's got an 8 hitter fantasy score. Love the over on this one. Again, he's coming into this game on absolute fire. Ever since the start of that Cubs series in Chicago, he's got 12 hits and just 20 at-bats. Over that stretch, he's also combined to either have he's combined for 10 runs plus RBI. So he's getting hits. They're productive hits, and he's scoring a ton of runs. The pitcher that he is facing today is Herman Marquez. He's really struggled this year. He had a better outing in his last one, but he's really struggled this year. Lefties have an OPS over 900 against Marquez this season in Coors. With this game being in Coors, it's going to be a fantasy gold mine for those Padres. Also, Cronenworth has really solid numbers against Marquez in his career. He's got a 571 ISO against him, so great matchup for him. Our model has him at 12. Love the over on this 8 hitter fantasy score today. The final one that we are going to go with is going to be Charlie Blackmon and his 1.5 total bases. Blackmon also red hot right now. Over his last 4 games, he has 8 hits, including 3 last night versus Gore. or not just against Gore, but he had 3 hits last night. Today he faces off against Nick Martinez. Martinez hasn't been bad since coming back to American baseball, but he has shown some weakness on the road, especially against lefties. At home, he's pretty much dominated lefties. They have just a 321 slugging percentage against him, but away from Petco, they've really gotten to him. They have a 463 slugging percentage. With this game being in Coors, that's just going to be exaggerated. So love this spot for Blackmon. Look for him to keep the good times going, and he's going to get at least his 2 total bases. So love the over on this one. So if we do a recap of our core 4 today, we're going to go with the over on Yordan Alvarez's 1.5 total bases. We're going to go with the over on Kyle Schwarber's 7.5 hitter fantasy score. We're going to go with the over on Jake Cronenworth's 8 hitter fantasy score. And we're going to go with the over on Charlie Blackmon's 1.5 total bases. So that's our core 4 today. If you end up following along with the picks, make sure to just hit the like and subscribe. That way we know that you are following along. If you have any questions about your own picks, just drop them in the comments and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Let's go 4-0 today, people.